guys, so
Take a look inside your heart, is there any room for me? I won't have to hold my breath till you get down on one knee. Cause you only want to hold me when I'm looking good enough. Did you ever fool me?
okay you guys, so as you can tell, it's obviously been more than a few hours since I did my face, and this is what she's giving. It really was just a light beat. I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't doing my makeup for any real reason other than the filming of this video. So yeah, and me trying to film a makeup portion of this video, this whole video really was supposed to be like a chit chat, do my makeup with me, and I was going to speak on a few topics that have been on my mind, and I can't even begin to tell y'all how hard it was. I ended up just making this a montage in the beginning of me doing my makeup, since I filmed literally everything. I have all the footage of me doing my face, trying to talk, trying to like share my opinion and stuff like that, and I would just get frustrated because I'd keep starting over, keep doing new takes and stuff like that, and it just was not going how I wanted it to. So I ended up just turning it into like a little aesthetic montage that you guys have seen by now. And yeah, okay, so jumping right in, the first topic I was actually speaking on as I was doing my makeup earlier was the topic of forgiveness. So I just feel like forgiveness is something that is expected of all of us. So me personally, I have a very hard time forgiving people, and I think that's because I'm just a very nice person. Wouldn't say I'm like easygoing or anything like that, but I'm very nice to people, especially if I love you, especially if you are like someone that's close and dear to me. I will go above and beyond for the people that I love. But when you do me wrong and you take my kindness for weakness, and you just, you know, go against me, I can't get down with that. And there's really no forgiving that, because it's uncalled for. Like, there's no excuse you can give me that's gonna justify you going against me and the loyalty and, you know, all that stuff you're supposed to have for me. So yeah, that's enough. And that's not to say that I believe in stooping to someone's level in order to get revenge, get my lick back, or anything like that. I don't believe in that, because why would I match negative energy? What is that really going to do for me? I might upset you and stuff like that. It might be funny in a moment, but at the end of the day, what did that really do for me? So yeah, that's just a no for me. Like, I don't know. Forgiveness is definitely something on my list of working on this year, but I'm just going to be honest in telling y'all that it's very hard to do. I don't believe in holding grudges anymore. Like, I'm very stubborn. I'm very stuck in my ways and whatnot. I can admit that. I'm a Taurus, and I'm not saying that my zodiac sign determines who I am as a person. It does not. But I definitely feel like there are key characteristics that just stick to me and resonate within me, and it just makes sense. And yeah, I know who I am, period, at the end of the day. Like, no zodiac sign could tell me that. That's just that. The next topic I actually wanted to talk about is something that I know I'm not the only one dealing with this. It's grief, and just still dealing with it after, like, let's say 2 years or so. So about 2 years ago, my grandfather actually passed away from complications of the COVID-19 vaccination. I'm not going to get into specifics about what happened, but just know that there were complications, and it ultimately led to him passing. And my grandfather is my everything. My grandfather literally was the dad I didn't have, because I grew up without my dad. So my grandfather literally stepped up and was always there, no matter what, no matter, you know, what I did in life. My grandfather never judged me. He never, you know, like, seen me in a negative light, you know, no matter what. My grandfather really just had such a beautiful soul, and he loved everybody. He took care of everybody as long as he could. He didn't care to ever receive back, because God just blessed him in amazing ways. You know, he lived an amazing life, and I miss my grandfather every single day. I don't want to get too emotional because yeah, I could feel it coming, but I love my grandfather so much, and with it being 2 years later and I still have not like fully come to terms with it, I just want to say, like, I know it happened. I know my grandfather is no longer on this earth in the physical sense, but I don't know, y'all, like, grieving and death is just a hard thing to really, you know, come back from, especially when it's someone like so near and dear to you. Like, my grandfather was literally my best friend. I had dreams of like my grandfather seeing me have kids one day and being able to meet them, and just knowing like how great of a man he was while here on this earth, and how literally everybody loved my grandfather. His funeral was amazing, and so many people showed up and showed out for him and our family. Even eulogized my grandfather at the funeral in front of all of our friends, family, loved ones, and I just recited something that I had wrote down. I was extremely nervous, but it's just the fact that I felt my grandfather with me every step of the way. So yeah, grieving is definitely hard. Every day is a roller coaster. Like, there are days that are better than others. There are times where I feel like my world is falling upside down, falling apart, like, you know, but that is a part of life. That is a part of the process. It's healing, you know, it's release. It's a struggle, but it's a beautiful struggle. Like, we will all get through it. I never really suffered a loss like that until my grandfather, so it was definitely hard. Like, brought me into a very dark time. Like, I had also been dealing with so much, and then, you know, I started to like come back to the light a little bit. Life was starting to get really good, and then this happened literally days before my grandfather passed. I had just bought my first car, and I hadn't even gotten a chance to show him. I told him about it, and he was very, very proud of me. Like, he was very proud. And I told him, like, when you get out the hospital, we're gonna go for, you know, a joyride. I'm gonna take you out for lunch and stuff like that, and I'm gonna show you my car. And it's just like the fact that I never got to do any of that, like, it hurts. I know that this process is not over. It's just the beginning, if anything, but I know I'm gonna be okay. I know I'm gonna be all right, and I know that you're gonna be okay too. So that's just that. So the last topic I wanted to get into is the topic of long distance relationships. So I don't know if anyone has dabbled in one before. I personally am in my first long distance relationship, and I wouldn't really call it like a full-blown I wouldn't really say I'm in a full-blown long distance relationship, only because it didn't start off long distance. Like, my boyfriend and I, we met where we live, but then he eventually did move 6 hours away, so now we are long distance. And it's been about, I want to say maybe like 6 months to like maybe 8 months. I don't know, I don't keep track, but it's almost been a year of us, you know, transitioning to being a long distance relationship. And y'all, this shit is hard. I will say, for the people who are in long distance situations, communication is key. Just being upfront with your partner about your expectations, about how you're feeling, and where you stand in a relationship, you know what I mean? I think it's very important to be vocal about these things, because with you guys already being distant and stuff like that, not gonna lie, it's hard. OMG. You guys can tell it is 11:50 at night, which means it's almost midnight, which means I stayed on the phone with my man for 30 minutes and was not recording, and we gotta wrap this video up. To basically sum up the 3 things that I spoke about, the first one being forgiveness. Like I said, I am not the type of person that believes in stooping to anybody's level. I'm not the type of person that believes in matching negative energy. I'm not the person that's gonna go tit for tat with you. I'm gonna just leave you where you at. Karma is real, you know. God works wonders, and he has my back unconditionally. So if you do something to me, you do me wrong, you betray me, whatever the case may be, no matter how small or big, you're gonna get yours regardless. And I have to do nothing to you, and I get to live with a free conscience. And if you are someone that is still suffering from the loss of a loved one, dealing with grief and stuff like that, just know that eventually it will get better. Eventually, you know, you won't have such dark days. Eventually you will be reassured by the fact that your loved one is always with you no matter what. It really helps. It brings you out of that rut, just having that reassurance. It's hard to accept, but I find comfort in knowing that my grandfather is with me every single day, no matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm at, no matter what time of day it is. Like, my grandfather is always with me no matter what's going on. And I just take full pride in knowing that, and I just try to wear that on my back and be strong. Long distance relationships, to those who are in one right now, or like pursuing one, or might possibly get into one, just know that you have to be strong. Just know that it is not for the weak. If you're someone that's just going to throw the towel in after like a week or two, or like a month, just know that this is not for you. If you want long term out of long distance, you have to lay the foundation. You have to make it work. You have to show up for your partner in your relationship. You can't let your partner feel as if they're in it alone, because that will make their mind go crazy. Me personally, I'm an overthinker. So once the wheels start turning, I'm gonna think whatever. And I'm probably gonna believe it too. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, that's a little delusional. Don't get me wrong. Like, that is not okay. But when you are in a vulnerable state, it's very easy for your mind to play tricks on you. It's very easy for the negative thoughts to come along and really trick you out of your blessing. Remain strong mentally, physically, emotionally. Do not give up for nothing. Remain loyal to your person. Communication. Don't do anything your person wouldn't like. So before I cut the camera off for the night, I just wanted to get on here and share with you guys some new things that are coming to my business. Recently, I've added lip glosses to my business. I now carry 2 shades. One is a clear iridescent gloss with pink glitter, and it is called Girls Night. The other is a very pretty brown shade, and it is called Bear With Me. Very hydrating. They're very pretty. This is actually what Bear With Me looks like, and these are my tubes at the moment. But for now, these are the tubes that I have started off with. And yeah, glosses retail for $10 on my website. I offer shipping, so if you are interested in purchasing, you can just click the link down below and place your order. Just make sure to follow my Instagrams, the Kiana J and Kiana J Beauty. If you do place an order for me, make sure you follow us, tag us, take pictures in your gloss, and let us know about your experience with the product. That's really it. Just want to come on here and share that with you guys. I have a lot of exciting things coming to my business very soon. I'm trying to just be more focused, be more dedicated, be more consistent. I'm trying to drive more sales, more traffic, and just... So if you've made it this far, I thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Thank you for watching, and leave me some comments down below if you have any content suggestions that you'd like. I love cooking videos. I love makeup videos. I love hauls, videos behind the scenes of Kiana J Beauty, and me basically, you know, trying to like grow my brand. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on all social medias. Instagram, my TikTok, and my Twitter are at the Kiana J. My business Instagram is Kiana J Beauty. Yeah, just connect with me in between uploads. Thanks for watching.